Today we are going to discuss about units and measurements. That is our first year physics. In that, our topic for today's class is physical quantity. See, in everyday life, we come across a different phenomena in our nature happening daily. We need to differentiate between them. For differentiating between them and referring to one and each other, we must name it at first. Those are known as physical quantities. Physical quantities in the sense which are happening physically in the outer world. See, for example, happiness, that is inner self. Anger, you cannot measure it, or you cannot give a physical quantity or property for that. You cannot measure it. In the same way, outer world things which are happening in our daily life, we need to measure it. For example, take any object. For example, take this and this. Consider this. You can see this having more in size. This is more less in size. But how can you express it? దీన్ని ఇది పెద్దగా ఉంది, ఇది చిన్నగా ఉంది, కానీ ఎట్లా ఎక్స్ప్రెస్ చేస్తాం మనం? హౌ యూ విల్ ఎక్స్ప్రెస్ ఇట్? ఫర్ దాట్ వీ నీడ్ టు నేమ్ దిస్ క్యారెక్టరిస్టిక్. ఈ డైరెక్షన్లో ఇది పెద్దగా ఉంది, ఇది చిన్నగా ఉంది. హౌ యూ విల్ కంపేర్ దీస్ టూ థింగ్స్? ఫర్ దిస్ we need a name for this, that is known as a property, that is physical property. You can see this and you can measure this. If someone asks you how much, yes, you know this is bigger, this is smaller, but how much it is bigger and how much it is smaller, then in this case itlanti situation lo you will come across measurements and units. For that we need physical properties, physical quantities. Physical quantity is nothing but it is a name given to any characteristics. Idi peddaga undi, it is a characteristic or property or a phenomenon Let's see, in this direction it is more, in this direction it is less. For this we have named it as length. We have named it as length. Now I can say length of this object is more, length of this object is less. Length of this object is more and length of this object is less. In this way we have defined length. For example, take a box, take a plane, take sheet paper. This is length, this is width. Can it be called as length, a property, separate property? No, we cannot call it, because this is length in some direction and this is also length in direction if I rotate it in 90 degrees. See, this is length in this direction. If I rotate it by 90 degrees, it is this, like this and like this. It is length in this direction, it is length in this direction. So we cannot consider width as another property or another characteristics. It is within length, it is compared with length itself, length in other direction. In the same way, this is length, this is width, this is height. Width is length measured in other direction, height is also length measured in another direction, which is 90 degrees to this. So I can only say that length is the only property we can consider in different directions, but you cannot consider height and width as different properties. See, height ni width ni different properties ga consider cheyalemu, because length ne inko direction lo measure cheste naku vachedi width, length ne inko direction lo measure cheste vachedi height. So we cannot consider it as different property or different characteristics. Those are within length itself. Now, if I take two different objects of same length, Now see, these two are having same lengths, but this is empty and this box is having number of chocolates, but the length are same. When I hold these two boxes in my two hands, I feel it is pressing more on this hand, and I feel more pressure on this hand. I feel less pressure in this hand, but the lengths are same. What is the reason? ఏంటి? ఇది ఎక్కువ ప్రెస్ చేయడానికి నా చేతిని, ఇది తక్కువ ప్రెస్ చేయడానికి రీజన్ ఏంటి? దేర్ ఈస్ సంథింగ్ విచ్ వి కెనాట్ ఎక్స్ప్రెస్ ఇన్ టర్మ్స్ ఆఫ్ లెంత్, లెంత్ ప్రకారంగా దీన్ని మెజర్ చేయలేము. అంటే దేర్ ఈస్ అనదర్ ప్రాపర్టీ విత్ విచ్ దిస్ phenomena, this action, this property can be explained. That is mass. That is mass. This is second. Now, for example, can you measure, I want to ask you a question, that can you measure the length of, or the length between sunrise to sunset, or day and night? Can you measure it in terms of length? If I ask you what is the length of length between sunrise to sunset, or day and night, we cannot measure. Can you measure in terms of mass? No, you cannot measure. For that situations, we named another term as time. We come across another term, that is time. Here something is passing. Which is passing? From day to night, daylight to night, from sunset to sunrise, or sunrise to sunset. That is, time is passing. We can express. If one person is going out, if you ask him when you will come, when you will return, he will say within 2 minutes or 3 minutes I will return. But if you ask another person, well, he will say within 3 days. Some other person within 5 days. See, this is a duration of period. For this kind of situations, a property is required to measure, that is time. Okay, right. Now I want to ask you a question, that if you want to buy sugar, మీరు షుగర్ కొనాలనుకుంటున్నారు, షుగర్ కొనాలి అని అనుకుంటున్నారు. You go to a shop, ఈ షాప్కి వెళ్ళి 10 meters of sugar అని అడిగితే ఇస్తాడా? He will laugh. 10 meters of sugar, or 10 meters of sugar, or 10 seconds of sugar. Will he give? No, he will not give. Only if you ask with particular standardized property or quantity or unit, then only he will give you the required process. Right? నేను ఏం చెప్పాలనుకుంటున్నా అంటే అండి, ఇక్కడ you cannot measure some properties, some characteristics with respect to length, mass and time. See, sugar is measured in mass, but you cannot measure in length, in terms of length. Okay, now take a scale of 10 centimeter. You want to buy a scale of 10 centimeter length. You go and ask in a shop for 1 kg of scale. Will he give? No, he will not give, because this mass, unit of mass, cannot be referred or cannot be converted into length, cannot be referred with respect to length, cannot be referred with respect to time. So what I want to say is there are different kind of units in physical quantities. In physical quantities we have both fundamental quantities and fundamental quantities and derived quantities. Fundamental quantities and derived quantities. Fundamental quantities are those which cannot be expressed in other characteristics. Derived quantities are those which can be expressed in many fundamental quantities. See, for example, here is a person, here is another person. If this person is moving 10 meter length, second person is also moving 10 meter of length or distance with respect to position. If you name it, then it is known as distance. If this person is traveling 10 meter of distance and the second person is also traveling 10 meter of distance, but this person reaches here within 5 seconds. The second person reaches here within 10 seconds. Why? ఈ పర్సన్ 5 సెకండ్స్ లోనే ఇక్కడికి రీచ్ అయ్యాడు, ఈ పర్సన్ 10 సెకండ్స్ లో రీచ్ అయ్యాడు. There is some difference. Then how you will define or how you will name this difference? Here we need another quantity, that is speed. Now we name it as speed. Another quantity or another characteristics we have come across now. Now see another thing. Take a small piece of paper, a medium size paper and a large size paper. Okay. See, this is this much. This is this much. This is this much. What is this? This much. This is small, medium, large. There is something which is increasing from here to here. What is that? Something increasing in this enclosed area. What is this? We name it as area. In this enclosed part, something is increasing in different directions. That we name it as area. మరి ఇప్పుడు నేను ఈ ఏరియాని ఈ ప్రాపర్టీస్ లో కలపగలనా? No, I cannot. See, let us see whether area can be expressed with respect to any one of these. Yes, it is. చూడండి, ఏరియా ఈ డైరెక్షన్ లో నేను లెంత్ ఇంక్రీజ్ చేస్తే ఏరియా విల్ ఇంక్రీజ్. ఈ డైరెక్షన్ లో లెంత్ ఇంక్రీజ్ చేస్తే ఏరియా విల్ ఇంక్రీజ్. ఈ డైరెక్షన్ లో length increase చేస్తే area will increase. See, what happens here is, in any direction you differ the value of length, then the area is changing. So these three fundamental quantities, one of these three fundamental quantities are sufficient enough to express this area. So we cannot consider this as separate quantity. Okay, we cannot consider as fundamental quantity. For area we cannot consider this as fundamental quantity. And there are many such kind of different physical quantities which comes under derived quantities section. But there are more number of fundamental quantities which are known to us till date. They are totally 9. There are totally 9 fundamental quantities till date known to us. They are, fourth one is temperature. Can you measure temperature in terms of length? No. Can you measure temperature in terms of mass? No. Can you measure temperature in terms of time? No. So, with respect to anything, you cannot express this temperature, value of temperature. So, it is a fundamental quantity. Next, fifth one. If you see a star in the sky, and it shines, can you measure that shining property with respect to length, mass, time, temperature? No, right? So you cannot express that shiny nature with respect to these four. So it is also comes under fundamental quantity that we call as luminous intensity. And there is one other thing which cannot be expressed, that is electric current. Charge, electric current. Can you express electric current in terms of these 5 quantities? No, you cannot express. So this is known as a fundamental quantity. This is also known as a fundamental quantity. And another one that is number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 100, 150. Can you express number with respect to length, mass, time? No, you cannot express. So it is number. For this number, but you have to refer it with something like 100, 1 million. You have to standardize it. For example, 1 mole. 1 mole is the number of particles present. Right? That is number. Or amount of substance you can say, or number of particles you can say. Number of particles can also be cannot expressed in terms of these 6 quantities. So you cannot compare it with these 6 quantities. So we call it as fundamental quantity. And later on, after these 7 fundamental quantities, there are other 2 which are known to us, that is angle between these two lines. You cannot measure this angle with respect to this. So it has become a fundamental quantity, that is plane angle. Another one is solid angle. Plane angle and solid angle. Solid angle in the sense, for a cone, if you consider a cone, it will keep on increasing when you get into the deeper sections, right? That is solid angle. Plane angle is this. In this way, we can differentiate fundamental quantities and derived quantities, right? Okay.